Spill the beans! So, this game, as I mentioned, has coffee. Not really cake. The cake's not really shown, but it's a coffee shop, so you know. But also, crime is the main thing. New game. Beans. You've done it. Against all odds, you managed to pull off the heist. Your shaken, outstretched hand grabs the cafe's secret recipe. As its power pulses through your body, your heart aches, your breath flutters. Mere echoes of what was taken from you, what will soon be yours again. But at this crucial moment, you can't help but think of all of the other people in this cafe. The ones you're about to drag into a complicated criminal mess. You can only blame the scroll's influence for such inconvenient sympathies. If they were in your position, they'd do the same, wouldn't they? They'd known that, after everything you've been through, this was the only option left.
Ew, jazz.
Jazzy. People say that Artifice County is the most magical place there is. Yes, Artifice, where 100 years ago, the world of spirits cracked the earth and spilled over into ours. Its music is a bop. But now, those spirits work 9-to-5s, arcane power fuels cars, and charges phones. This county, once the cradle of magic, has become as mundane as any other. And an unmagical human like yourself, among shapeshifters, sirens, carbon fiber constructs, and wizards, you're exponentially dull, and exponentially underestimated. No matter how much you try to fit in, to love this place in all its wonders, it's never recuperated. All it did was take. All it left you with was emptiness. So why not take something back? Steal everything the county denied from you? Feel that gnawing emptiness, then leave it behind forever. Luckily, you know what you need and exactly where to find it. So why not take something back? Steal everything the county denied from you. Fill that gnawing emptiness, then leave it behind forever. Luckily, you know what you need and exactly where to find it. The Familiar, a downtown cafe, noteworthy only for its secret recipe, locked tight in a back room, and conveniently enough, they're hiring. So desperately that they aren't asking for experience or background checks. All that's left is to put together an application. Not that anything you say on it really matters. It really does. Woo! Application time! I think that's good. I like that. A few days later, you're face to face with the Familiar. While its neighbors are all dust and drywall, its facade seems unbroken, even if the varnish is peeling at the edges. For a moment, nothing. Then you spot a silhouette in the window, who flicks its neon sign to open before waving you over. You cross the street, repeating the details of your plan. You need to get in, get out, and for the smoothest possible getaway, try to find someone else to take a blame. But can you really do all those things without running into any complications? You've already reached the front door. You can hardly turn back now. The cafe laid bare before you is almost indistinguishable from the scant images you found online. Mismatched chairs and royalty-free wall art, well kept but worn down. You don't get long to take it all in. A construct, towering over 2 meters tall, stops wiping down the counter and turns to greet you. Ah, you must be Fearless. Great to finally meet you. Sorry terribly rude of me to not meet you at the door. I really like the design of this. Like, look at the art. I love the art of this game, guys. Look, it's so like clean. It's so nice. It's like simple, but so detailed at the same time. I like games like this where it's just like, it just feels really clean. You know what I mean? As she strides over, you realize how old her vessel must be to have no custom limbs or decals, just worn grey stone, flowering moss, and that tiny bluebird nested on her shoulder. I'm Sloan, from the emails. Love to have you on board. Did you get here all right? I saw your address was uptown. I know we're a wee bit out of the way. Before you get a chance to reply, she's already yanked you into a crushing two-handed shake. For a moment, you worried that she might have pulled your arm from its socket. Actually, I shouldn't get chatting just yet. Today's schedule is pretty packed. What with your induction, and I barely found time to fix breakfast for Atom. Oh, hang on. This is Atom. Atom, say hello to Fearless. She's your new co-worker, so be polite. Atom's usually my only companion out front, so it'll be nice to have you too. I mean, I love this job, I really do. But after 6 years of working the floor by myself, starting at 5 every day? Not that you have to come in that early, of course. We're only meant to start at 8, but it pays us off. It does. As Sloan trails off, you have a chance to put your plan into motion. You've spent a long time figuring out other people's so-called feelings and just how easy they are to manipulate. If someone's in a good mood, they'll probably think better of you and suspect you less. Then again, if you make someone upset, they might make for an easier scapegoat under pressure. But what's best for Sloan? Better make that first impression count. Let's be nice. Guys, let's be nice first. We'll be nice to Sloan. They've been through a lot. Ah, that's sweet of you. I tried to bring the best out of the old familiar. Good to know other people actually notice. Uh-oh. The lights flicker. Oh, sorry, I thought that was fixed. Should call the Electromancer once I get free mode. Anyway, pack schedule. Oh, we get uniform. Nice. Sloan strides through the doorway behind the counter, beckoning you into the kitchen beyond. It takes 3 steps to match just one of hers. The kitchen, built from cool metal and right angles, is warm with the smell of apricots. You breathe it in while Sloan roots through a nearby cabinet before suddenly sighing. I'll say this now. Sorry about the fit. She hands you an apron like her own, exactly like her own actually. That is far too big for you. It's bound to slow you down and make you look utterly ridiculous. Your one should be here tomorrow. I hope this is alright in the meantime. I'm gonna skip it because I really don't want to fall over. Supposed to be doing crimes, chat. Don't forget the crimes. You're not stealing anything in something so unwieldy. Okay, I'll take the name tag though. Look, I'm sure not everything you've heard about this place has been grand. Once you put in a little elbow grease, she really shines. And I've got a lot of elbow grease. I just wanted to say that you wouldn't be here if I didn't think you had the same drive. Your application told me that much. I've said please as a soft skill. I was like, please hire me. I want to do crimes. It did say please though, didn't it? I knew that was a mistake, so I ignored it. Do change that in the next draft, please. Oh my god, I noticed. I noticed. But at the end of the day, those are just words. Your experience was what really settled it. I mean, it must have been quite a privilege to work for. Sloane is cut short by a buzz from her phone. Ah, pastries! Why don't you pop into the office while I grab those? Fred, your manager, I should say, I should be ready. Big red door on your right. Best of luck! You take 5, no, 6 steps towards the office, a hiss of heat escaping the oven behind you. Beyond lies Fred, the owner, the one from the newspaper, the one whose recipe you're here for. You ease the door open, but no one greets you. Your eyes are immediately drawn to the colossal metal safe that occupies a quarter of the room, just a few steps away. You knew the recipe was protected, but not like this. The safe looks like it was taken from the set of a heist movie. It should be locking up gold bars instead of what? A recipe for coffee? But as you run a hand across the surface, wondering just how you're going to crack it open, there's a rustle nearby. You snap upright with a bolt of unbidden adrenaline. Like a dragon emerging from his hoard, a tiny gold-eyed tuxedo cat rouses from a pet bed on top of the safe, blinks stickily, suddenly glares at you. Fur on end, eyes aglow. Don't touch my shit! He spits the words at you like darts, lightning crackling through his panicked eyes. The air in the room starts getting heavier, as if brewing into a thundercloud. Who sent you? If you think you're going to best me in my own domain, then... Wait, you're the new hire, aren't you? Quick as a power cut, the light in his eyes blinks out, and the pressure lifts with it. The cat sighs, leaping smoothly from the safe to the desk. Sorry, that was unprofessional of me. I'm Fred. Welcome to the familiar. Good to have you on board. Well, given the terrifying magic and the talking, he's not a cat. He's a demon bound to the form of a beast. A familiar, in other words. That's the last time I'm pulling an all-nighter on admin. You're lucky to still be young, human, because after the first century, things get Sloane wants you on board, right? We have one main rule. Do everything you can to show that economist types this place isn't a bad idea. More than fire safety drills, we need drive and spite. So that's what I expect from you. Are we clear? Crystal clear, boss. That's what I like to hear. So long as we're on the same page, you and I will get on just fine. I don't want to get on the boss's bad side. Did you see those lightning cracks? Did you see the lightning? I'm just a human. We aren't a happy little family here. We're just hard workers. This isn't going to work if you aren't prepared to work just as hard as me and Sloane. As if on cue, Sloane enters the office. A kettle of boiling water in one hand and a packet of coffee in the other. She starts mixing the two in a mug on Fred's desk. Morning, Fred. Everything alright in here? I thought I heard a bit of shouting. Oh, no. It's all fine. I've just been given, Fred quickly squints at your name tag. V-list, the lowdown on the familiar. Our history, what we do, all the good stuff. Sloane gazes at Fred, tracing the tiredness in his eyes. His smile dims a little. Oh, that's nice. I can join you now, if you like. We can go over the finer details together. If you got time, by all means. With firm movements, Sloane puts the kettle down and closes the door behind her. Fred's eyes lock onto your name tag again as he reads it under his breath. So, Fearless, let's get down to business. And on it goes. Sloane and Fred don't speak to you as two different people, but as two halves of one business. Efficient, organised, and trusting one another as best they can. That should be most of it. I'll be with you at the counter for your training, so don't hesitate to ask me any question. He's cut off again by her phone. Oh, excuse me, Dave. Oh, Sloane, just unloading the van out back, so there's your heads up. Thanks, Dave. I'll be right there. I should be off. Need to get my signature for the deliveries. Thanks again, Fred. Oh, Fearless. Before you join her, I'm sure you've heard about our recipe. Must be dying to learn what makes the familiar coffee so irresistible. It's not so much as a set of instructions as it's, well, I won't go too arcane with you. It's more of a background thing, like the internet. Use that, right? Point being, if you don't see it, it'll still be working its magic back here. In a drill-proof, bomb-proof 6-gauge safe which only me and Sloane can open. Also, I cursed it. Alright, I don't want to get on their bad sides, because that's the owner and pretty much the second in charge. They've known each other for a good couple of years now. I don't think they'll go against each other. So I'm just going to get on Fred's good side. It's probably wise to stay in Fred's good books, but at some point, you'll need someone else to take the blame for your crime. Exactly. All our livelihoods depend on that recipe. Its safety is our safety, so I protect it the way I'd protect anyone. With half a centimeter of enchanted steel. He looks back at the veritable vault behind him, as if checking that it's still there. Can never be too careful with these things, especially in this economy. I mean, wasn't it just last week that Raphael Hendricks wrote off his beauty store chain? It's inspirational how these CEOs act. Expanding isn't easy. I mean, ideally we'd have an accountant and a consult, another shaft, but we've got you. You're one hell of a good start. Especially with our regulars. Ugh. You'll meet them soon enough. You should catch up with Sloane. Anything you need, I'll be back here going over these papers. As you leave the office, Fred pulled a single sheet of paper from the files on his desk. Even upside down, you recognize it as your CV. It's Dave, guys! Say, you're Fearless, ain't ya? Lan was just telling me about you. All good things, I promised. Mostly good. Why is he waggling his eyebrow? Oh, is that apricot? So you did go for the new recipe. Brad must have taken some convincing. Oh, I'm just trying out. We'll see how they sell first. Hey, if I come by once some off work, that's one customer right there. Guaranteed. Hey, Phyllis. Have a good first day, yeah? He's just a delivery guy. I don't think we'll see him again. He might won't be here for it. If all goes well, today's going to be good. That's the spirit! Any more for me, Dave? Just Just a couple bigger things, but I'll grab those this time. Don't let me interrupt your induction. Are you sure I could carry? I'll catch you later for that pastry, yeah? Dave walks away whistling, his footsteps gradually going quiet in the alley. Yes, I am so sorry about Fred. I know he must have overslept today. That's on me. Oh dear, what's going on there? I just wanted your first day to be easy, but oh well, let's get you behind the counter, shall we? There won't be time to take you through all the machines, so let's just fill the drip maker and keep the house roast down here. Oh, this is strong. She's strong. I guess she's a construct, so yeah, she's strong. Today's been all over the shop, hasn't it? We should get a wee moment to breathe now. Only one customer comes in this early, and they don't do Mondays. I'll introduce you tomorrow. Uh-oh. No, we're not here to do work. We're not here for a job. We're here to do crime. Oh good, a customer. Oh my god. She's so pink. And she has fangs. A vampire. It's a vampire. Good morning, Sloan. Oh, I spoke too soon. Morning. Before you order, this is Phyllis, a new barista. Ah, so you're finally upscaling. You know, I saw some prime real estate for cheap on Moonbow with expansions on your name. Slow down, we're not taking over the industry just yet. That's a bubbly vampire. I need to make her voice more bubbly. Phyllis, this is... I'm Jessie, with an IE. Jessie's eyes swivel to you with abundant curiosity. You're not in uniform. Is this your trial period? Should I give feedback on your drinks? All criticism would be constructive, I promise. Oh no, it's nothing like that. Just a supply chain issue. A hot chocolate, please. And I'll have it with, whipped cream, nutmeg, caramels, marshmallows. Wait, will that fit? Marshmallows, then whipped cream, then caramel, and the rest. Oh, but what if I got cookies too? Give me one of everything. And 2 chocolate chip cookies, please. Oh my god, that's so much stuff. Even if Sloan and Fred aren't aiming for world domination yet, they're still on the front line of their expansion plans. They're investing a lot of trust in you. So, tell me, do you feel like a good investment? How far are you willing to go to succeed? You know what? We'll do this one. I see. That's all I wanted to know. Now, Jessie, what brings you here on this lovely Monday morning? Are you trying out a new schedule? Oh no. I'm meeting the board in person after this. I could use the energy boost. Ah, for your infamous internship. How is your family treating you then? The same, they treat everybody. If I could afford it, I'd be here to help the familiar instead. But then Fred, just like everyone else, he sees my last name is Hendricks and think I'm some Scorpius corporate spy out to suck the proverbial blood from his business. Of course, Hendricks. Rich, powerful, and most troublingly for you, magically talented. Jessie looks at you, anticipating your judgment with a flat smile. Let's make her suspicious, I think. We'll make her suspicious. Well, if all goes according to plan, then chance should come today. Fingers crossed. Oh my god, by some miracle of physics, it hasn't spilled over yet. I would say it was a bit ambitious too. But if I use a cookie to scoop up the cream and then let the marshmallows melt, I can finish it in 30 minutes? I should go. Thank you, Sloan. Fearless, I'll see you later. Oh my god, there's so much books. Jessie was a surprise, but at least they're a nice one. I'm just grateful they didn't come in at the same time as this person. She's pretty. I'm just saying that now. She's pretty. Hello, the familiar. It's a perfect day from my long overdue review. Don't you think? You'll have to forgive me. I came straight here from my morning swim. I must look a mess. I am terrible at doing these voices, I think. Am I doing a terrible job at like doing these voices? They all sound the same to me. Don't worry, Fearless. I'll handle this. I love them. Now, Sloan, I know you very well, of course, but for the benefit of both me and my adoring fans, who is this? Oh, I didn't know you'd come in. This is... That's how you spell Fearless Enchanté. I'm Alexander Aragos. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. You don't happen to have a Grimoire account, do you, Fearless? I'd love to give you proper credit in my part. How about a drink first, before anything goes onto that internet page of yours? Right, Sloan, I'm getting ahead of myself. Could I have? She clears her throat, straightens her back. A blue sea salt caramel frappe with soy milk and a non-dairy whipped cream on top, plus a little of that raspberry chocolate powder you would have. Thank you very so much. I said that way too fast. I don't know how I managed to say that so fast. I probably tripped up at some point. I should have everything. Let me check the back first. Fearless, could you grab a plastic cup for that? Then turn the bottom left cupboard. Wait, did you have any of those little fish? She's gone. Are you alright? I know this whole singing dance can be quite overwhelming if you aren't prepared. Then you don't know who I am anyway, do you? There we go. We like her. That would make sense. Thanks for getting out of the way, I hope. I hope I made a good first impression, for whatever that's worth. Oh. Should I expect your fans to start ordering these frappes in the hundreds? I'm not sure they're on theme anymore. Oh, I wouldn't worry about that. The drink's just to showcase how skilled you are in your craft. It's aesthetic, that's what the audience really wants. Alexander plucks the card reader from the counter with a sly smile, passes her phone across it, and hands it back with a wink. There's a 30% tip attached. You know better than me about the social media stuff. Sloan, Fearless, trust me, you got a wonderful cozy place here. What's not to love? The donuts, those menus. Jess? Oh no, Jessie. Alex! Why did you pick today of all days to come in? It was on my page. Perhaps I should have dropped you a message. Sorry. Do you? I'm sorry, Fearless. Truly, drama's the last thing I wanted to bring into this establishment. Or to Jessie. I know when I'm not wanted, I'll just snap a few photos, then be on my merry way. The lighting's not ideal, but I can fix it in post. I'm already placing some blame on them. So let's just do a little bit more, shall we? That's why I thought it'd be alright to come in today. I didn't want to give them a nasty surprise. I thought they'd know from my page. Sorry, I didn't think... Yeah, both of them at once can be a wee bit complicated. They used to date. So I'm hearing they used to date on a motorcycle. This person is a first, even for you. Somebody whose body lacks everything but a skeleton. You don't know any kind of magic that can make that work. Skinless, fleshless, sigilless. Although he does have hair, which you're not pretty sure is a type of bone. A stiff, dark brown pompadour that props up a pair of sunglasses. Grudge? Grudge, hey, how's it going? I feel like I've barely seen you since ArtCon. Oof. Ignored. She's just staring, locked in place. So you're the new barista. Good job on making it this far. Makes you one of the best on it. Ain't just a coffee you brew. It's your resolve. Can we take your order? This is so funny and so weird. Yeah, resolve. Well, let me tell you, I know your type. I know you're up to something. I can feel it I can feel it. Sloan, I would like to order, thank you kindly. Let's put your new barista to the test. I'll have a coffee. A black coffee. From the pot. Doesn't have to be, yeah. I think we might so funny. How dramatic they were, like, just for asking for, like, a black coffee. Fearless, why don't you handle this one? It'll be good for your training. Ugh. Wait, what's her name? Fearless? Okay, I think I got it. Fearless. So that's the name of... That's to be the name of my nemesis. I'm Grudge. Grudge Knuckles. And you best remember it. Even if Frederick gave you this job instead of me, there's bound to be cracks in your meticulous facade. The coffee making halts at this revelation. You had a whole rant prepared just because you got this job with an application like that. I mean, yeah, I literally put please. I literally put please on my application. Yeah, let's make... I don't like them. So we'll just do that. Ha! Hitting me right in the non-existent heart. You're gonna make a fine nemesis, that's for sure. Much as it pains me. Physically. Heh. Nice try, Fleas. But I know coffee when I see it. So there's no way this... Puts it to his jawbone and takes a delicate sip. The liquid seems to vanish as soon as it enters his mouth. It's... Damn it. It's just like usual. How did you get it right so quick? So bitter, yet so energizing. Fine, I'll leave it to you, Felix. Looks like you're real lucky. That's a decent cup of coffee. But wait, I'm watching you. He takes the cups and spins dramatically away from the counter. It's then that he finally spots Jessie. Jessie! Grudge! They immediately hug. It's so good to see ya! Why didn't you pipe up earlier? I was waiting for you to finish. That sounded quite personal, Grudge. Are you sure that was a good idea? Oh, yeah, you heard that. Sorry. It was just a personal... Doesn't matter. How's your job going? I could tell you, but I've not got long. Are you sure you don't want something with your coffee? Sloane's made great cookies today, and I'd be happy to buy. Oh, no. Shouldn't give my nemesis the satisfaction. Not after walking away all conclusively like that, like I just did. Grudge, you haven't even paid yet. And I admire your candor, but are you sure Fearless is your nemesis and not Fred? Ugh. Fred's a real villain, that's for sure. But nemesis, that's different. Gotta be personal. You don't know who Fearless is yet. Maybe start with a rivalry as practice? A rival, hey? Having a lovely time at no. I used lovely last time. They'll think that's insecure. What if I... Oh, I almost forgot. Alex, what you doing? All good over there? Oh, Grudgy. I didn't expect you in. How have you been? Well, it's funny you're here, actually. And there was something I wanted to... I'll just talk to you later. You too, Jess. If you're busy, sorry, I should pay for this. Well, I'm back. Got too caught up in the whole conversation to give you your money. Even if most of it's going straight into Fred's pockets. But I'll say this, I'm practically a coffee detective. And I'm detecting something odd about you. So long as I come here, I'm gonna do my damnedest to figure out what. Let's raise suspicion on Fred too. Yeah, perhaps goading me into a trap. You make for a fitting nemesis, but I'll find what he's doing. I'm scared. Ugh. Good job, Fearless. Now would be a good moment to put his purchase into the register. Oh look, Fred joins. Fred shows up. How's it going out here? No need to panic. This isn't a performance review, just checking things are... Oh. Sloan, why don't you come with me for a moment? Be meaning to have a chat. But we still need to... Let's raise more suspicion on Grudge, shall we? Not that I've seen. I mean, I don't know him as well as the other two, but the way he talked, well, it'd be surprising to hear from anyone. Eavesdrop time. Eavesdropping. I'm just saying, if our best regulars keep bringing their drama here, no one else is gonna want to stay. They're good, reliable customers, and sure, things have been tricky, but we got Fearless now. With a little hard work, we can turn this around. Besides, aren't there enough names on your board of bands already? Let's not add any more while we're going through a rough patch. My accent for Sloan have just changed completely, I just realised. I've gone a bit more southern, which is fine, I guess. I know, you're right. It's just, we don't exactly have a recipe for success, do we? I don't want to talk about a recipe, actually. You know, since we got a new hire and... Can we just deal with one thing at a time? This priority is cutting down costs. Now, I noticed the price of algae extract for that blue drink got hacked up and I figured... Grudge is like... How is Grudge so bad at eavesdropping? Like, he's literally like standing right next to them. Oops, busted. Gotta go. Aren't content making trouble for me from afar, huh? Go away! Huh? Who was that? 3 guesses. If that bunk wants trouble, I'll give it to him. Wait here, Sloan. What are you doing now, Fred? Oh, Dave's back. Let's deal with that first. One thing at a time. As Fred prowls out the kitchen, Grudge turns to you with a scowl on his skull. God's name it, did you say that thing earlier just so Fred would shout at me? That's a low blow, even for you. And I'll find what he's really doing soon enough. Fred stalks Grudge like a prey as he leaves the kitchen, jumping onto a nearby table and muttering to himself. Our Regulus, it's gonna be a long climb from here to anything stable. While Fred's presence draws a little attention, you start rifling through your bag, making sure you can take any opportunity to launch the heist. Fred's ruminations are cut short by Jesse, who approaches him with a thick stack of papers. Hello, Frederick. Rumors is you're expanding the familiar. Very exciting. I'd love to get on board. I had thoughts on how to optimize drink prices. Oh, Jezebel, that's kind of you, but we're taking expansion slow and steady. You know the pitfalls we could fall into pretty well, don't you? Frederick, I'm being serious here. You and Sloan have seen the contracts I've drawn up, and given your situation, you shouldn't be turning anyone away. Look, Jezebel, if you already got contracts for me to sign, you've got the wrong idea about working with me. Thought you would have learned that after last time. Oh, never mind then. Jesse's face crumples. They walk away, clearly dejected. Grudge rushes to comfort them, scowled a hand to shoulder. What's he doing out here? It looks like he's just contemplating? What, whether we should kick me out for good this time? If you lived as long as him, I'm sure you'd have plenty to regret. Freddy, darling, you wouldn't mind scooching a little to the right, would you? Since you didn't consent to any photos, and I'd like to respect that. Alexandra, I got bigger things to worry about than photographs right now. Could you leave me in peace for just a moment? And don't call me Freddy ever again. Bigger things? What bigger things, Fred? Oh, what all you got? Maybe start acting like it. Grudge, that's not a very smart thing to say, is it? Not another fight. Finally. Fred, are you doing alright? Could everyone just wait? I'm out here for 2 seconds and I'm already getting swamped by my own customers? What I gotta do for a little bit of peace, huh? No. We got a new hire today, and this is the first impression we're giving her? Well, we're doing her a disservice. Now, if you excuse me, I got a new hire to attend to without any more interruptions. I know you're hiding something, Fred. What the fuck are you talking about? So you're not even going to look at my proposals? If you want to talk, Jezebel, we'll do it later. You reach into your bag, and in an instant, all the light and sound is sucked from the room. Sound and panic are quickly quelled by the magic now pulsing from your cozy curl, sleep tight blackout blanket. Even in the silent darkness, you wouldn't have long before everyone gets a sense of their surroundings. We've been over this plan too many times to fail now. Step 1. Take 3 steps to the kitchen, then 5, no, 6 to the right. You pull for the door handle and slip into the office, thankful that there wasn't an apron to stop you. Step 2. 1, 2, 3 steps, and you feel the cool surface of the safe against your fingers. Step 3. Reach into your bag and give your can of Cursed Be Gone a shake. Few sprays on the safe and the wards are already flaking off. But there's something else. A sound cutting through the silence. like lightning crackling like lightning. Fred's casting a counterspell. You don't have long. Step 4. Spin the wheel and heave the safe door open. Feel around inside until you've done it. Against all odds, you managed to pull off the heist. With only a slim window of opportunity too. Your shaken, outstretched hand grab this cafe's secret recipe before stuffing it into your tiny pocket dimension of your teleportable or lunchbox. But at this critical moment, you can't help but think of the other people in the cafe and who, if anyone, you try to pin this on. You exhale. The sound is too clear. Fred's counterspell is taken hold. Even if you put all your weight on the safe door, you wouldn't have time to close it properly. The best you can do is return as quickly and quietly as you can. As you take careful steps back to the counter, you try your best to control your breathing, to not let the exhilaration show. It's been so long. But as you take careful steps back to the counter, and the darkness finally dissipates, you know you're not safe yet. You got to find an exit in the ensuing chaos without arousing suspicion. Somehow. As the silent darkness lifts from the cafe, the first thing you see is Fred bounding through the kitchen, crashing through the cat flap to the office. Bayless, is everything okay in there? No one's hurt? What was that exactly? Blackouts don't usually come with spontaneous hearing loss. It is possible with light and sound enchantments these glitches can happen. But it's rare they're as dramatic as that. Jesse, we don't have any enchantments like that. This wasn't planned.
Huh. Fred's plot must be trickier than I thought. Where'd he go anyhow?
Before anyone can move, Fred rushes back into the room. Nobody leaves! His eyes crackle gold, and chains of light fly across the cafe. The front door, the windows, the back door, no exits are spared. We can do this the easy way, or the hard way, understand? And if you aren't going to turn yourself in, I'll just root you out myself. What? I'm sorry, but whatever just happened is your business. I'm not missing my meeting. I'm sure you have a plan, Frederick, but is it really necessary to trap us inside your lovely cafe? If you wanted us to stay, you didn't have to do that.
And what are you accusing of us exactly? Sitting perfectly still while your lights went weird.
Fred, what's going on? While the lights were out, somebody went into my office and somehow opened the safe. Which means one of the peoples in this room has stolen our secret recipe. Uh-oh. But that means, no, this is fine. We can deal with it. It's alright. Well, good luck with that. I'll be on my way. Huh. Good luck in plus my magic. I might only be a familiar, but I promise if you try to leave, you'll regret it. Frederick, please. I understand that you're stressed, but would it be easy to figure this out if we aren't in the locker room? Won't it?
Yeah, and how do you know it's just one thief?
What is a conspiracy of all of us finally getting our revenge? We don't have to act like vigilantes. I'll just call the police and...
Enough! Enough! This place is sealed and nobody lives until we find our thief. Thief singular.
Garage, because if it was any more, you might have actually succeeded. As for the ACPD, Sloan, fine. I'll call them, not better, and they'll take their sweet taxpayer funding time getting here. Then label this as unsolvable. But I'm not risking anyone making a break for it in the meantime, so we're gonna sit here like adults and get our facts straight. Understand? Now, Did anyone notice anybody acting strange? Anything suspicious at all? I get this over this faster if you fess up now. You know what? Let's address this now. Would you mind telling us why you were spying on us in the kitchen garage? He was? Well, clearly my suspicions were well-founded, weren't they? Not like I overheard nothing important anyhow. Just say I didn't think you wanted to get in with Fred after all the shouting matches we had. You wanted access to the heart of the business, metaphorically speaking. You really could have phrased that better, Grudgy. That's got nothing to do with this. I just got the impression that he needed more staff. Hey, if you wanted to steal for Fred, I'll support ya. Well, great start, everybody. At this rate, we'll take our recipe back within the next 1,000 years. Ugh. There's no trusting anyone here, is there? I know how these stories go. You all got some kind of motive. Jesse, the heir to a powerful family with something to prove. There's always one. I'm not heir to anything. I'm the youngest of 5. Alexander, our female fatale, although she hasn't killed anyone. Probably. Well, I went from you, I'll take that as a compliment. Grudge, the obvious suspect. Too obvious even. But I'm not ruling anything out yet. So what? That makes you the hero detective? You don't even have a plucky sidekick. Or a hat. Sloane, the one you least expect. Oh, that's good, I think. But Fred, you can't really be saying that I... Which brings us to our final suspect. Fearless. The red herring. I mean, it obviously wasn't you. You're human. Got no magic, worked hard to get this job. You're in the clear. So that's why. She's gonna find out who really did this. And everyone's gonna be very polite and answer all her questions. Huh? What?
Oi, my nemesis is the detective.
All the more reason to keep an eye on her. Gotta make sure that justice is carried out.
Fred, you know me. You don't seriously think I could have done this to you?
This is, can we all stop shouting for a moment, please? Please? I can't keep spending my time with people who wasted it on my behalf. Don't try to stop me when I leave.
I'm with ya there, Jess.
I wouldn't mind knowing who really did it. Fred, I know you're panicking right now, but we shouldn't do anything rash. These are our customers, and this is Felix's first day. Why would we? Hi, Dive. Hey, it's Sloane. Got my very last package up back, but there's these, gold chains on the door. Think it's stuck. You okay in there? Yes, I'm fine. We're just dealing with a burglary. I'll give you the details in a second. At the door. Oh, one of those days, eh? Is Felix alright at least? Good question. Fred is asking her to interrogate us. Look, I know it's unorthodox, but we all need that recipe. This is our best option for the cafe.
For the cafe? I always knew you hated your customers, but this just confirms it.
No grudge. Just you. Can we please not fight already? We're not gonna solve whatever this is by shouting. Yeah, it's getting a bit loud over the speaker. Felix, what do you actually want to do? Hey, when I told you to have a good first day, did I jinx it? My bad. Look, are we doing this or not, Felix? Yeah, we're doing it, guys. Detective time, even though I'm the thief. I'm the good guy and the bad guy, all at the same time. Do you want to talk about any of that? Just relax for a minute, Sloan. I'm gonna check for clues in my office. Felix, join me in a minute. Clues? I didn't hire a detective, but here we are. If there's anything I can do to help, please, just ask. Oh, me too. Not sure there's much I can offer besides moral support, but you know, thought I'd say. Can't leave till delivery's done, is all. Thanks, Dave. I think we'd use the support while this gets sorted. Well, it'd be awkward if I'm just looking in on it. I'll leave you be then. Anything you need, just shout into the alley. Best not keep Fred waiting. Maybe you'll be able to reason with him. Calm him down a bit. I think he could use that right now. Yeah, a theft. Lock down the whole building. Make your job a lot easier, doesn't it? A locked room scenario is a little intriguing, I suppose. But if it isn't urgent... That's not what I said, Anne. You're not exactly getting picked off one by one. I'll be happy to be there at the earliest convenience. Our department is very busy otherwise. You'll solve it by yourself, really. You shouldn't expect miracles. We are just mortals, you know. Oh, excuse me. Mostly mortals. If you show your face in my business, I'll see you later, familiar. Bah, why did I expect anything else? After dialing all those tiny keys too. Ah, Felix, here already, as you probably heard. The ACPD is taking its sweet time. Big surprise, but we don't need them. We'll do the real work. Plan is, you find our prime suspect before the ponies get here and mess everything up. You can do that, right? It's 1 in 4 logical deduction. Should be easy for a fast underdog like yourself. I'm used to being a bit of an underdog myself, although I'm told the term doesn't work as well for someone who's hat-shaped. Right, let's put those soft skills of yours to use. Imagine I'm one of the suspects. What would you ask me? Yeah, I tried that already. Didn't work. Good instincts, but we're gonna tend to need more than that too. What we need is evidence. Eyewitness accounts, motives, that sort of thing. Stuff like... What were you doing when the lights went out? Or how do you feel about the familiar? Or what's your relationship with Fred? You know? If that's what he wants while you're trapped here, that's exactly what he'll get. You find us a prime suspect with a convincing case. I mean something thoroughly investigated. We can put things back to normal. Things are going to get complicated once he shows up too, so I'd appreciate having someone on my side when that happens. I know how this sounds, it's a dumb idea, but it's the best I've got right now. And if we don't do something, this place is going under. All our livelihoods are at stake here. So, get out there and catch us a thief. Please. The plan went off without a hitch. Until it didn't. But the boss doesn't suspect you. At least, not yet. And if a real detective from the ACPD is coming, no doubt they'll find out you're the thief. That is, unless you have a convincing scapegoat. With evidence of a motive and the others on your side, you might be able to clock off at the end of the day without any handcuffs. Till that happens, Fred's magic will keep you trapped here. So with that, your investigation begins, not to find out who did it, but to find the perfect person to blame. To be continued, because this is a demo. Yeah, it was a good game. I do enjoyed it. I did play, have a run through before I actually played this on stream, just to see if worth doing on stream. And as you can see, I did, because it totally is. I am so excited for when it fully released. I second being, yes. It's a really interesting concept, I think. You see so many detective games, And then you see so many that's like outright thief games as well. I think this is like a cool like concept about like you're the thief but also you're the detective as well at the same time. This is Unlucky Fearless logging off. Remember, adventure waits those who dare. Bye bye.